Hello and welcome to another video on this channel. Today we are going to be looking at how to write code with Henosia. Henosia is a Danish vibe coding tool that I've really liked using. So therefore, I would like to invite you in to see how it works. So when we go to Henosia, we go to this website henosia.com and we simply press sign in. There you will be met with a little box where you can enter your email, and then you'll be sent a magic link, and you just have to click that link, and then you're sent into Henosia. And as you can see here, I've been doing quite a lot of projects. One of the projects that I'm most proud of is this class pin um, tool that I find to be very, very useful. I'm going to introduce that at a later point, I think. But when you come in here and you see Henosia for the first time, this is what you get. You have this area up here where you can write, you can see your recent project, you can go from a template if you want to. And I think that's where we're going to start. You can start just writing in this field, but let's start with the template. And what we're going to do is that we're going to make a productivity tool. Quite simple, but let's see what we can do. So we just give it a name, productivity, create project, and then it will guide us into this window here where it's opening the project. And just while we wait for it to get started, you can see up here that we have the Supabase integration if we want to. We have the GitHub integration or sync up if we want to. We have the possibility of sharing it, inviting people to collab, and we have a publish button up here, and we're going to use that in just a minute. Now, what do you want to build? We have this blank page right here. What we're going to do is we are going to toggle this button down here. Right now it says build, and we're going to toggle it so it says plan. So I'm just going to write a prompt. So give me just a few seconds. Okay, so what I've written is quite simply, I would like a productivity app for my fellow teachers. The app should be creative in its design, but also professional and easy to use. What are your suggestions for this app? And then we are just going to press the play button or whatever we want to call it. And then Henosia is going to work. So we're just going to give it a few minutes. It is the first time you use it, it seems a bit slow perhaps, but that's because right now it's gathering information. It's trying to find out what can we do, and when we start building, it will also be quite slow because it's constantly trying to, you know, correct its own errors, trying to find out what works and what doesn't, testing things out. So, okay, so here it has come up with 5 questions for me. Okay. So let's see what are the main productivity challenges teachers face that this app should address. Lesson planning, grading. Yeah, I think we're just gonna say 1, and we're actually just gonna copy this. Lesson planning, grading, attendance tracking, parent communication. Yeah, I think we're gonna skip this. So it's just gonna be lesson planning, student hand-ins, and grading. 2. Let's see here. What age group or subject areas do the teachers primarily teach? Every age group and every subject. Imaginable. 3. Would you prefer the app to focus on a single core functionality or be a comprehensive tool with multiple features? Let's try a single core functionality. And 4. Are there any specific design preferences or accessibility requirements to consider? No, I don't know what it means. So, will teachers primarily use this on desktop, mobile, or both? Both. Okay. So let's see if it's happy with this. What you'll maybe see is now it's telling me what it's going to do, and it's telling me something about key features, the core concept, the key features, technical architecture, UI UX approach, color scheme. Um, and then it says, would you like me to proceed with this approach, or would you prefer to adjust any aspects of this plan before we move to implementation? I can write, just build it, but all I need to do is to toggle this button right here to build, and then it understands that it has to build it. So let's see what it comes up with. So what's going on now is that Henosia is asking me to run this command. It has an install next themes, and it's asking me, do you want to install this? So I just have to say run command, and then it goes on. Yes, so let's see what it's come up with here. It's telling me something about it has called it lesson flow. We can always adjust this if we want to. I've created a comprehensive productivity application for teachers called Lesson Flow that focuses on streamlining lesson planning, assignment management, and grading workflows. Okay, so let's see here lesson plans, calendar. There's a calendar, subjects. Yeah, cool. New lessons. That page is not found, so that's cool. So let's go back here to analytics, grading. Yeah, continue grading, and that of course cannot be found. So for now it's it's the front end, so naturally this is how it is. You can choose a dark mode if we want to. System, light. I don't know if light and system isn't the same. I think, yeah, I think this is actually quite cool, if I'm being honest. I don't know what the bell is supposed to do, but yeah. Okay, so it has given me, I think, a project or a program that I can actually use, an app that I think would be very interesting uh, for my fellow teachers out there. Um, what we can do now, if we want to, is of course we can write another prompt. We can say, okay, please create whatever. Please, connect it to Superbase, Mega, and we'd have to do that, because if we don't do that, then none of this will happen unless we say that it is a program for me and that I wanted to rely solely on something like local storage. Then we could make it without the Superbase integration. But for now, I'm going to say, let's say that I think this up here, that's not good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button. That's select to edit. And now I can go in and I can edit things without prompting it. Okay? And I think that that's very, very handy. So what will happen now is that it will go into this state where I can press anything on this dashboard. So here, for instance, you can see H2 and sidebar TSX. So I can say, okay, that's cool. Here is everything I need to know about this. So I'm thinking, let's say we want the font size to be 20, no, let's say 30. That's cool. What does that mean? That's the okay. So this is the line height. Okay, so I can go and say I want the line to be bigger, for instance. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. Let's say that I'm thinking, maybe I would want the color to be different. So I'm going to say I want this color. Let's say that that's it. And then I'm going to say that the text below here, I would like that to be No, I would like that to be a orange color. Let's say that. That's cool. Okay, now I'm going to say I want this box right here. I don't think it looks particularly cool with this yellow color. So I'm going to change that to, let's say, purple. And I think the new lesson over here should be, the background color should be orange. Okay, so now it just gave me a an error. But what's interesting is that it just says attempt fix, as you'll see in any other wipe coding tool, and then it tries to fix it. So let's just see how it does. And yeah, there it is. So now you can see that I've changed the background color. This means that it is now orange as the background and purple as the background. And if I hover, it will turn blue and white. So again, that's just small change that I think is quite cool. It's something that you can do with any vibe coding tool out there. Henosia is not, isn't special in that regard, but it has a feel to it that I really like, and I think that is probably what I would advise you to look at, is the feel of this program, the feel of the vibe coding tool that you're going to use. Find the one that you feel really resonates with what you want, and I think that's going to be the tool that you should use. But I really like Henosia. As I said, you can find it on henosia.com. If you found this educational or informative in any way, I hope that you will leave a like on this channel. I hope that you will subscribe to the channel, and I hope that you will leave a comment, giving me some ideas for what to do next. If you want me to make a program for you, if you want me to test out another tool, please leave it in a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.